If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Before I start this video, I want to make sure that I have full disclosure here. As a lot of you know, I stayed in my mom's yard through the winter months, I think December and January. A lot of people thought I was staying in the street. I parked my camper in the street. I didn't. It was in her yard. And I also went to City Hall and I checked to make sure it was okay, that I wasn't violating any ordinances. So I was trying to follow the rules as best I could. So the other day I made a video about this YouTuber who was showing everybody how to steal water. And I'll put a link to that video right here. And what he was doing is he was in a museum grounds. The museum was closed, and he took water from a spigot. And then he also told everybody that they could steal electric because there was a plug in there. He's got tons of subscribers. 50, 60, 40, whatever, 1,000 subscribers. Who now know the location of this museum so they can all bum rush it and take their water and electric. This is what concerns me about the RV community. Is for whatever reason, they don't see the big picture. They think if they break the rule, it's okay as long as they're the only ones doing it. But what they don't realize is when they get on YouTube and they start telling everybody, hey, look at this, then everybody starts doing it. It's like there's some YouTubers who continuously tell people, do not let your dogs run loose in the BLM while their dog is behind them running loose. After I made the video about the YouTuber stealing water and telling people that they could have electric at a museum, which is private property, I watched a couple more of his videos, and it comes to find out that he is a big advocate of breaking rules. One of the things he had done was he literally parked underneath a sign that says no overnight camping, or no overnight parking and camping, or something like that. And so, you know, he says his camera up there, look at me, Now, I couldn't find the video, but a commenter actually suggested that he has done this in front of a police station too. And he's very proud of this. You know, and tells everybody, don't worry about it, it's all good, you know, don't sweat the small stuff. Okay, well, don't sweat the small stuff, it's all about you. Don't have to worry about that. You just told thousands of people to come out here and park underneath a no parking overnight, no camping overnight sign. I mean, we're talking about thousands of people who now know that you're not going to have to sweat the small stuff when you come out here. You can steal water and electricity when you come out here. Well, thousands of people may actually go to this museum and steal water and electricity. And I've tried to advocate responsible, honest RV nomadic lifestyle. Here's the problem. Lawmakers are really starting to take notice of this RVing, sleeping in your car, sleeping in your vehicle lifestyle. They're taking notice. And it's obvious. Anytime you get online and you look up anything, you see news articles all the time saying some city or county has banned sleeping in your car. Roanoke County, Virginia, just passed a law that says you cannot sleep in your car anymore. Not even on your own property. Well, obviously that would have affected me if my mother lived in Roanoke County, Virginia. But I want to make this a little bit more personal, a little bit more closer to home. Let's stop talking about RVing for a minute, and let's talk about an 18-year-old kid, me, who just signed up for the military. I think it was like in August that I had signed up for the military. Well, before I went in the military, I wanted to go see my uncle in Roanoke, Virginia. I got in my little Ford Escort, and I drove out there. I got out to Roanoke, and it was late. I didn't want to disturb my uncle in the middle of the night, so I parked my car across the street from a gas station. You know, I tried to be reasonably safe and park across from a gas station in a parking lot, and nobody bothered me. In my car, I slept in my car. Very innocently. Well, if I were 18 today, and I would have no place to sleep. I mean, whether that's right or wrong, I mean, it seems innocent enough for an 18-year-old to want to go see his uncle and not want to disturb his uncle in the middle of the night, but can't afford really to go get a hotel room. And the plan was just sleep in your car. How about the guy who had a little bit too much to drink and decides that he's going to just sleep in the parking lot? Well, now he can't. He can't sleep in the parking lot in his car. And here's the reason they gave. They said because they already banned RVs from doing it. But what they're noticing is more people are going out there violating rules, hooking up here's the one I really thought was amazing. They were hooking up heaters to electrical outlets throughout the town. I didn't understand it, but the word is out. If there's an electrical outlet, hook up your heater and plug into it. So they're doing it for a safety concern because they're afraid these heaters are going to catch on fire and different things. I mean, this is no more a recreational thing. It is, people are deliberately violating laws. This has really gotten to be a point where people feel like they're owed something. I'm telling you that if you're going to come out here to live, don't do it because you're owed something. Do it because you want to enjoy your life and you want to follow the rules. They're going to shut all this down. Like I said, governments are taking notice. And just like anything else, when government takes notice of a problem, they end it. Gene on the Road told me back in the 70s, a lot of people used to buy boats, and they would have, they would park out in docks and different areas, and they would live on their boats. Well, it became such a problem, dumping their waste overboard, abandoning their boats, and the city would have to get rid of them. Boats sinking, and then the town would have to come out and rescue the people on the boat. That eventually, all these cities started banning boats. Living on your boat, you couldn't do it anymore. Well, so here's a perfect example. They did it back in the 70s, and they're doing it again. People keep saying to me, "Oh, they can't buy, they can't do that. People have a right to stay in their car." Well, then sue them. See if you have a right to sleep underneath a sign that says no overnight camping. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.